After 45 years, the Kings can wear their crown. Score!
The Los Angeles Kings are indeed the kings of the National Hockey League.
Stanley Cup moments, presented by McDonald's.
Kings and Devils, Game 1 Wednesday in New Jersey. Both teams stellar goaltenders. The Devils play very well at home, but nobody has played better on the road in these playoffs than the Kings. A league record 8-0 away from Staples.
The LA Kings are hoping for their first ever championship, and their fans here in Southern California couldn't be more excited.
The franchise that was born in 1967 is now just 4 wins away from the first ever Stanley Cup title.
We know we're a good team at this point. We also know Jersey's a good team. You know, talking to some people in the East, and, you know, I heard over and over that, you know, you guys don't really want to play Jersey. I was like, wow, these guys are obviously playing well.
The New Jersey Devils are a team that the Kings had not played against a lot over the last few years, being in the opposite conference. So you really don't know a lot about the team, and I think you have to approach it with a real open mind. But the Kings were very confident. They took a very business-like attitude, you know, to New Jersey.
I think we were all excited to play our first game, to kind of get our feet underneath of us because we had the long break, but also just to get in the zone again and get away from the distractions.
Going into Jersey, guys are excited. I mean, we're playing for the Stanley Cup. There's a lot of excitement, but with that excitement, there's a lot of, you know, media day and this and that. Guys did a really good job of staying, you know, on the task at hand. We were there to win hockey games, not do media tours.
Nobody wants to get there and lose. Nobody wants to say, all right, I played in the finals. And guys on our team have done that before. I did that. And there's no consolation. There's nothing you can say over the summer. There's nothing you can say over the rest of your career. People ask you, oh yeah, were you on that Edmonton team for the Cup run? Yeah, I was. And that's the end of the conversation.
Cool for me in a sense, because that's where it started in 1999. So it was like, okay, here's your career coming full circle and playing against them. How ironic.
Second time the Kings franchise has been in the Stanley Cup final. 19 years ago, Montreal.
Game 1 was probably the most nervous I've been for an NHL game. And until you really experience, you don't know what it's like.
It was definitely a little jittery to know that you know, we're now in the Stanley Cup finals and it was here.
I thought each guy prepared themselves the way they needed to, and we were ready for it.
And again, as it was in every series, you look at its goaltending. It's quick against Brodeur. How is this going to turn out?
Obviously, they got the guy in goal that's been a legend. We knew we had our work cut out for us, but I think we also knew we're the better team.
For the Devils, they've won 3 Stanley Cups. Their most recent was in 2003. They dropped the puck, and we are underway.
You know, we got off to a good start.
Nolan mashes into Green. Nolan got a quick trigger pull. Score!
Our fourth line finds a goal for us. That kind of kept the energy on the bench, and guys started to settle into their games after that.
It was a tight game. The goaltenders on both sides played well.
They were like standing on their heads. It was truly incredible. You know, here was the older Marty Brodeur against this young Jonathan Quick, who'd been dominating the playoffs, and it was truly a lot of fun to see.
Shot taken, save is made by Quick.
No surprise to see the physical part of the game pick up here in a second.
You heard all about their forecheck and how good they were grinding teams, and then we saw it firsthand. I mean, we had a couple shifts there where we were having it pretty good.
Left wing boards now. Shot Volchenkov. Score on the rebound. And we are going to overtime here in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup final.
Here we are in overtime. Chance to go up 1-0.
Biggest thing that I remember about his ice was bad, and it was guys were running out of gas and it was getting late.
First OT, we were advancing the puck up the ice. From our zone, it was to my left, and I was standing in the middle, and I saw a puck getting chipped out of our zone, and Justin got it.
Justin William, when he got the puck, made one of those plays that you can't teach. You have to be a special player to make that pass.
We had the ace up our sleeve, Andrei Kopitar.
I was just hoping it wasn't going to bounce over his stick because, you know, the ice wasn't very good.
And he's got a clear lane to go right in on Brodeur. And I remember saying, just as he got the puck, Kopitar has a partial break.
Now Williams brings Kopitar a break. In on goal. Kopitar dinks. Scores! Andre Kopitar has won game 1.
When Kopitar won that game in overtime, it was right down below Jim and I. We were looking right down on that net. You could see the play develop, and there was that anticipation, and then that joy when the puck went in.
And once it went in, I was trying to skate as fast as I could to him, but it was the first time in my whole life that my legs had seized up just from cramping up, and I couldn't even jump into the pile because they just locked up.
I just remember Kopi circling in the corner, and he was kind of like, I don't know, it was jumping, but it was almost like a 1/2 foot jump in the corner in there, and just kind of turning back towards all the guys who were going to mob him. And I just remember that like yesterday. It was pretty cool, a real cool moment.
Twisted along, and here's Kopitar moving it along. He scored! Kopitar!
You want to make it count every opportunity in OT, and I was able to do that.
He put it in a little place where not many guys can do that.
To pull a move like that in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals in overtime against Martin Brodeur is, I think I just said it all right there. Enough said.